Yes!
Look, ladies and gentlemen, I know it's kind of weird when a person that refers to themselves as a Master Warlock decides to review the Hunter class, but believe me when I say that I'm not sick or anything, and I just checked my temperature, so I'm definitely not running a fever. I just had to take a moment to acknowledge how amazing this exotic armor piece is. And no, I'm not referring to the Stompies either, because that's all you hunters seem to ever want to use. I'm talking about the Hunter exotic chest armor, the Dragon Shadow. And if you've never used it or heard of it, I can guarantee that'll change today. But before we get into things, I gotta shout out my homie Zarthelda for the background gameplay, because without her, this video wouldn't have been possible. I have no idea what I'm doing on the Hunter class, and she was kind enough to give me some gameplay. Now, if you're a true supporter of me, that means you're also a supporter of my homies. So do me a favor and shoot Zarthelda a follow on Instagram and Twitch. She streams regularly and you don't want to miss out. But like I was saying before, the Dragon Shadow is an exotic chest piece for the Hunter class, and I've always thought that this was one of the best looking exotic armor in the game. To make matters better, its signature perk, Wraith Metal Mail, is also amazing, and it states that dodging reloads all weapons and increases both movement and weapon handling speeds for a brief period of time. So right off the bat, it states that dodging reloads all weapons. And if I need to further clarify, all weapons refers to your currently equipped weapon and your other two stowed weapons. And due to the fact that all three of your weapons reload simultaneously, you're allowed to double dip by equipping Gambler's Dodge, which refunds your entire melee energy after you dodge near an enemy. The other Hunter dodge ability, referred to as Marksman Dodge, will only reload your currently equipped weapon after dodging. But since the Wraith Metal Mail perk ups the ante so well, you want to use Gambler's Dodge instead, so whenever you dodge by an opponent, you get your melee energy back and all of your weapons are reloaded at the same time. The other half of the Wraith Metal Mail perk states that the speed of your character's movement and weapon handling are also increased. So basically, after you dodge, you'll see a Wraith Metal Mail notification active on the left side of your screen. This notification will be present for about 7.5 seconds. And during that 7.5 seconds, you also receive a boost to ADS speed, weapon swap speed, weapon reload speed, sprint speed, and your normal walk speed. I was told that Wraith Metal Mail also increases slide distance, but I tested it and didn't see that much of a difference, if there was any difference at all. Of course, if I'm wrong, feel free to correct me in the comment section. I felt the need to break down everything that Wraith Metal Mail does, since its description is very vague in the sense that it doesn't describe what it does to your character's movement speed and weapon handling. So in a nutshell, after you dodge, you're given similar if not equal effects of the Outlaw, Snapshot Sights, and Quick Draw perks, again, simply by dodging. Fortunately, the Hunter's class ability has the fastest cooldown out of all three of the Guardian classes, and in order to decrease the cooldown of your dodge, you'll want to spec into the mobility stat. Mobility mods and a Season of Dawn mod known as Powerful Friends would be the best way to reach tier 10 mobility, because once you accomplish this, your dodge will have a cooldown of 9 seconds. And due to the fact that Wraith Metal Mail lasts about 7.5 seconds, you'll have another dodge by the time the perk is worn off. If you're not sold on the fact that the Dragon Shadow is a worthy contender for Stompies, I have a few more things to tell you. Now, I'm fully aware that out of the 3 skill trees for the Night Stalker subclass, the most PvP friendly one would be Way of the Wraith, but Way of the Trapper, also known as Top Tree Night Stalker, has some of the best utility for PvP. If anybody has ever run in Top Tree Night Stalker, it's because of the perk known as Vanishing Step, which grants invisibility after dodging. Now, Vanishing Step by itself is an amazing ability, but combining it with all the benefits of Wraith Metal Mail makes it even more amazing. Another route I would suggest traveling is Way of the Wind, also known as Bottom Tree Arc Strider. This skill tree is amazing for 2 reasons, but we'll start with the ability known as Focus Breathing, which states that sprinting recharges your dodge ability and your maximum sprint speed is increased. Now, I've tested the amount of class ability energy you gain from sprinting, and it seems that you shave off about 2.5 seconds off your dodge cooldown. And if you're running maximum ability, your dodge cooldown goes from 9 seconds to 6.5 seconds just by sprinting. Focus breathing takes about a half a second to kick in after you start running, but there'll be a notification on the left side of the screen informing you that it's active. Another ability in this skill path that I really like is Lightning Reflexes, which states that you're harder to kill while dodging. This is very vague, and the phrase harder to kill refers to the brief surge of art energy that surrounds your hunter's body while dodging. This ability enables you to take a few extra hits, and with the amount of extra damage you can take, it's almost like a get out of jail free card. Due to the fact that Wraith Metal Mail activates simply by dodging, it's so easy to pile on layers of synergy with anything that affects your dodge. And no differently than Marksman Dodge, Wraith Metal Mail also procs perks such as Kill Clip, which is amazing because you save a ton of time and worry of not having to manually reload. I felt the need to fully explain all of the benefits of Dragon Shadow because it seems that everybody who plays the Hunter class of PvP doesn't realize that there's more exotic armor in the game besides Stompies. I'm just saying, the Dragon Shadow is a very easy exotic to use because it rewards you simply by dodging, which as a hunter is something you're going to be doing naturally and won't have to go out of your way to do. So anybody whose playstyle doesn't benefit the best from using Stompies, because believe it or not, that's a possibility, do yourself a favor and give the Dragon Shadow a spin because you won't be disappointed. Well everybody, that does it for this one. I hope that you enjoyed the video. In the comment section, tell me if you use the Dragon Shadow and if you would recommend it to anybody who plays the Hunter class. Now, if you made it to the end of this video, do me a favor and thumb wrestle that like button till it turns blue. And if you're new to my neck of the woods, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and click that bell icon so you don't ever miss a video of the most elite gaming content. But with that being stated, 1LHD is over and out. Y'all take it easy.